If you can hear me, please do a sound check. And if you can see me, please let me know in the comment section. Hi everyone, just saying hi to you in Sichuan province in the Jiuzhai Valley National Park. Hi to everyone, please let us know if you can hear us and if you can see us. Thank you so much. We can see all of your comments live. So if you have any questions or if you want to help us do a sound check, please reply in the comment section. Thank you everyone. So right now, so this huge rainfall is from the water poured down from the upper stream. And if you go follow this road and go another 1 and 2 minutes by car, you will be entering the entrance of the Jiuzhai Valley Natural Scenery Park, which is the park we were in yesterday. But today, the whole park has closed because of what you can see in front of you. We cannot enter the park anymore today. It is totally closed. And we can go a little bit further. Can you see the angle of the water? Sorry guys. Oh, thank you Dawn to help me do a sound check. Even though it is raining so heavily here yesterday, the climate is still quite dry, which explains why I coughed just now. It is rather dry in terms of temperature, and right now a small flood. Can you see the car driving on the road, sinking in the water? If you go, oh, this car I think is actually the car the Jiuzhai Valley National Park. And right now, in the morning, we did not have any internet, the power lines are down, and we didn't have any electricity. Even tree has had some damages and they cannot supply fresh water anymore. So in our hotel, we have all used the water from the water resource tank, and we have to be really careful with our use of shower tonight. Giovanni saying hello, thank you everyone. So I am holding a camera trying to take more photos of the flood. This whole province, the Sichuan province, the National Natural Disaster Response Level 4 emergency level to combat the you can see in front of us today. This is the water caused by the heavy rainfall. So you can see on the floor, this is some mat that they have. Check this out, Leah. So this is the mat that they transported here from trucks, truckloads and truckloads of mud and sand bagged in these kind of white bags. And the hope was, if we stack up all of these white sandbags together, it can prevent the river from overflowing. However, as you can see clearly, the effort at this moment has failed because the water volume has really don't be too worried or alarmed, because lots and lots of soldiers and very experienced rain and flood fighters are coming in from this using different ways to combat the flood. So let's go front a little bit more and let's have a look. Alex said, God bless all, thank you so much. So this province, Sichuan province, has really had a hard year. In the first half of the year, all of the efforts were in check out the car, driving in the water. So in the first half of the year, the whole province, including the whole country, are doing their best to combat coronavirus outbreak. And the scenic spots and a lot of restaurants in this area 2 or 3 months, and they have just reopened in May this year. However, starting from May, in summertime, they now have this heavy rainfall problem, and it's causing little bits of flood here and there. And Leah, let's have a look. There's an orange truck. Can you see? Maybe if we zoom in, you can see there's an orange truck right here, and the truck is pulled by the black SUV in front of it. Let's see what the orange truck is going to do. It looks like a heavy lifter. Maybe it's also going to dig out some of the mud. Be careful, Leah. Right now are actually only the side roads. Half of the road is blocked. Worker in here, and we just spoke to him a little bit, wondering whether he is happy to speak with us and answer. Have they tried felling or putting it into some sort of den? Said Peyton, thank you so much. Yes, there are a lot of water prevention system here. However, because the rainfall has exceeded our expectation, so yesterday and today has been particularly bad. However, usually within 1 week, they will get it sorted. This area is an area usually with earthquake or rainfalls, so they are quite experienced at combating this. So for example, yesterday our internet has failed, and this whole morning we didn't have any internet, but now we can live stream to you, which means they have resumed the internet tower within half a day, which is quite nice. So this guy, he spoke to him. He is the surveillance and sort of checking team in this area, and I me talk to him. If you have any questions, you can quickly leave in the comment section, and we can ask one of the 老师 So right now, there are photos over here, and he's coming there to tell them to stop going any further. And he reminded us, can you follow Leah's camera to see that this part of the rock in the mountain, we've had debris flow for the past week, and this part of the rock on the mountain is sort of getting a bit soft because of the rain. And over here where we will go, there will be more rescue efforts that you can see. So right now I want to quickly grab the guy and ask a few questions before we keep going forward. Good evening to Giovanni, thank you. Yes, we won't drive in flat water. However, those cars that drove through are all local surveillance or rescue team cars, and they are experienced in it. 老师，想问您一个问题，就是开始变成这样的洪水什么时候？就这个什么时候破的？
水最大是昨天晚上。
昨天晚上。
昨天中午就开始，昨天早晨就有点，前天晚上就有了。
大概什么时候可以修好啊？
那肯定啊，这如果天气不下雨的话，很快。
很快是吧？
如果下雨就。
好的，谢谢。So he was speaking Sichuan dialect, which is not my local dialect, a little bit hard to decipher. However, I can tell you, watch out, Leah. You can see all are rushing into the scene to help. This car, I can see the name engineering car, and this one with the green is actually the Huanwei, which is public sort of. Maybe you can see right now they've cleaned it already. Some woods, trees fell down from the rainfall. So let me translate what this guy just said to a lot of you. He was saying that got crushed by the water last night, and if it doesn't rain for the next few days, it will be fixed really soon. So that's our hope. Please stop raining for the next few days. And yeah, if you go this way, can you see some rocks beside the road, guys? Fell from the mountains to the road. Luckily, the side road is quite wide, so they've only stopped on the side road and did not hurt the cars driving. And here, you can see this is another scene of combating the heavy rain. The Jiuzhaigou National Park is a ditch, which means other than the high mountains, the ground floor are of low altitude. So when the rain falls, the river, the mother river in this area gets really heavily flooded, and the rain would come and flood the gates of the shops in low ground. So you can see the fire truck in front of us, maybe trying to carry more firefighters here to help rescuing the shops. Yesterday, the water volume is even higher and almost reaching. So yesterday they put a lot of sandbags on the pedestrian walk so that the river will not overflow to the road. So what these guys are doing inside are they're building some sort of dam to help temporarily stopping the heavy water from entering the shops. Thank you for your questions. Just doing, and you can see a panda sign here. panda habitated in this area. So the river, let me tell you about the river. This is the Whitewater River, which has its source in the Minjiang River. From north to east, and sort of carries around this whole area and creates the beautiful Jiuzhai Valley. This was the valley we were in just now, and now today we are in this area, which is the bottom of the Y, and it's all flooded. That's why we cannot enter the park today. And you can see that this river sort of goes beside the number 544 National Road. So when the river flow, the river volume gets stronger, we always have a danger of. Yesterday, when we passed through this area, we can see little streams. This is actually the visitor center that I showed you on the bottom of the Y. This is the visitor center. And all of these cars, including the one with the red flag stopping here, are all the rescue teams. And you can see several fire trucks with the color red inside. Imagine they have had a big fight this morning trying to stop the water. Oh guys, let's have a look. Can you see all of the sandbags there? Overnight, they have been carried to this area and stuck together as like a fortress. Flow going into the ground. And this tree, before you can even only half of it. Let me take a photo. Keep going. If you have any questions, please let me know. And just wanting to, you can see us because the internet is not very stable at the moment. Amazing to see that even though there's a water problem, there's no rubbish on the street. The street is still very clean. Let's have a look at the this guy to be careful. He was stepping on the log. And you can see a police car stopping in front. What the police car is doing is that the policeman is going stand post here to tell people that they cannot pass. Track. So this used to be the visitor center, and people should line up here to get their ticket to go into the Jiuzhai Valley National Park, but it is built inside a low ground. And because of years of experience combating the rainfall, the Jiuzhaigou National Park has now built a new visitor center in a higher ground. However, it's not opened yet. And you can see these people wearing sort of an orange life jacket? People who are wearing the life jackets are soldiers nearby, and they're here waiting for the next order. Look at the volume of the water. And inside, people are trying to suck out the water from inside the tent. It's itself a prefecture, but surrounded by platoons. Oh, the people using the tools are taking a break, and this is already broken. And behind me, actually in front, is actually a rescue SUV. So I wanted to say that this province, the Sichuan province, is a prefecture surrounded by high mountains. So in the ancient times, we've always had the saying 蜀道难，难于上青天, which means the roads of the Sichuan province are so hard, it is as hard as climbing stairs to heaven. Roads here are very difficult, and people have known it since ancient times. This province, because of its unique landscape, check out how quick the water is nearby the pedestrian walk. So this province, because of its unique structure, it is so beautiful with unique plantation. However, it is also more natural disaster than any other that I've seen in China. I've had the heavy Wenchuan earthquake, which happened in a county nearby where we are. And 3 years ago, in 2017, in this place, right now, they have had the August 8th earthquake. We can see from here the river is really touching ground level. Teams heavy rain in dry conditions, so every time it rains, every year or once a year, team hold. Very good question. It happens once a year. However, this year is particularly bad. Usually, rainfall gets heavier in this area, but before it was always okay. It was just a beautiful rainfall and creating mists in the. It's so heavy that it's becoming what we can see today. And in front of us, we've got a taxi, or we've got a cab, and the driver will take us to another spot where So we say in China that coronavirus is not the only disaster that happened this year. Attention to coronavirus, the flood is less well known. However, so guys, we're now entering a cab. Being with us, and please let me know if you can still hear me. 往那后面走。So guys, let me answer another question of yours. We have Jen No. Always extreme weather worldwide. Miss nice gentle breezes. Yes, because of the climate change, the rainfall is getting heavier in this area of China, and extreme weather, like you said, Jen, can be seen in a lot of different places of the world, especially Australia. Last year, since September, has had bushfire for so many months, and after they had the coronavirus. So yeah, just like in Sichuan province, they had coronavirus, which meant that all of these shops you can see over here had to close down, and they've just reopened, but today again they've had a flood problem, which means a bad year for tourists, a bad year for business for the whole year. However, the local government are putting in a lot of effort into rescuing and damage control. Oh guys, can you see all of the people holding sort of a big bucket, big empty bucket? Hi guys, can you hear me? So we've just, this is because tap water is no longer running. So all of these people are going to get some water from the well for dinner tonight. Okay, another question. Lucy, are you holding another camera? Yes, I am holding a digital camera in my hand so that I can capture some photos as well as doing a live reporting. As well as doing a live reporting. Okay, so I was going to say that the internet is really bad, and thank you guys for your patience to stay with us, because we are facing extreme conditions, and you can see all of the hotels are almost out of business. We are facing extreme conditions, and the weak internet is only a very small problem. So now we are in Likab, driving to upstream. So before we were in downstream, and the water flow is very heavy, and now we're going upstream. Supposedly the water flow should be reasonable. However, this morning we went to check it out. It wasn't really pleasant at all. So we're going to see if during lunchtime have they fixed it a little bit. You can still see. What is amazing for me is, even though there's a huge flood problem in this town, however, the roads are still very clean and the trees are still very fresh. People are still trying to keep the town beautiful despite the difficult conditions. And even though the internet was down for half a day, it has come back very quickly. So I was going to say that the Sichuan province. Oh, 师傅，没事，走吧。I was going to say that the Sichuan province, despite how beautiful it is, beauty always comes hand in hand with danger, right? So despite how beautiful it is, it has quite a handful of natural disasters. 2 earthquakes in my memory, one of 8.5 and one of 7 degrees. We pray God will help you from natural disasters. Thank you so much. And the local people are not panicking at all, which is what I have been very impressed with. So the restaurants are still open, and the owner of the restaurant tried to comfort us and say, look, I've bought so many cabbages, so even if you have to be trapped here for a few more days, don't worry, I've got cabbages, I've got vegetables for you. And when you talk to the local people, even the tourists who are trapped in this area, they always say that it's okay, and we are sure that the flood will be cured soon. And the reason I say trapped is because the road. 我们在这停吧，师傅。
再往前还是在这儿？
在这儿吧。
行。
就这里，您就这里啊。
行，对，我们给你
走过去啊。
可以。
上面可以过去吗？
我们就在这儿停吧，给您付一下钱。So now we're trying to pay the driver.
我说可以从上面把你拉到这里。
不用。
不用，你走过去啊。好。
对。
这个33块钱。
好，发地上吗？
发到上面。
So guys, please bear with us when we pay the driver, and let me get a drink of water.
知道吧？你有我电话，到时间你有想用车没关系，想用车就打电话啊。
谢谢。找个好玩去。把那个写草稿，写那个好玩的事儿。
So guys, I was saying trapped literally because the road to the airport. The road to the airport has sunk. And it's almost sort of getting rotten by the rainfall. Let me see if I have a video to show you. We went there this morning. So Leah, let's see if this is clear enough. Can you see the huge hole on the road? I'll show you one more time. So that's the road condition right now to the airport. And we are trying to go through another way.